Good morning, my friends. Good morning. It is Monday, May 17th already. This is video 38 from my left ear. I am Carrie Freeman. We're calling this one the Snowball Effect, and I'll follow up with that at the end. Welcome to Political and Psychic Commentary. Did I say I'm Carrie Freeman? I can't remember. I'm a little fuzzy this morning, so forgive my mistakes ahead of time. I am a change agent for those who have not met me. I do psychic coaching, and there is a video on that I made. I think it's either video 10 or 13. And I have been doing therapeutic hypnosis for 20 years. And I am also a creative person. I've written 2 books, and I've been a performer. So I coach writing and performance, all of that. Email me below if you have any questions. Last week was mysterious and exciting. My video, which I think was about 7 days ago, it got more hits than I've gotten in the last 6 months. It got over 8,000. And I was like, whoa, that's cool. But 8,000 people did not subscribe. Wouldn't that have been great? Oh my heavens. So I'm still inching towards getting 5,000 subscribers, and I am asking anybody who stops by to subscribe. Thank you very much. Okay, we've got a lot going on. Let's do the deep breath. I say that to myself. And we begin. Sadly, there are new airstrikes in Palestine, the Israel-Palestine conflict. Why now? So you know what? I am honest with you all the time, and I am not informed enough to do a long, lengthy commentary on this situation. So I want to admit that. I Googled this morning, why now? Why did Israel start attacking the Gaza Strip now? I'm just going to read to you what I got off of Google. It came after weeks of rising Israeli-Palestinian tension in East Jerusalem, which culminated in clashes at a holy site revered by both Muslims and Jews. Hamas, the militant group that rules Gaza, began firing rockets after warning Israel to withdraw from the site, and then it triggered the retaliatory airstrikes. It is so tragic. The overall death toll in Gaza, these are the Palestinians, now stands at 197, including 58 children, 34 women, and 1,235 are injured. The dead in Israel is disproportionate. 10 people, including 2 children, have been killed in rocket attacks on Israel since last Monday. So there's, like I said, they say that there's talks going on behind the scenes. I'll just tell you the whoosh I got from my left ear is that this is not tamping down for a while. I think a month or 2 at least. I have to move on because I can't say anything intelligent to you about it. It's just unbelievably sad. And if you watch the news, seeing children pull out of rubble, there just really aren't any words. Now, I'm going on to something because that's the order I put it in, but I necessarily didn't mean to put it in. So this is not crucial, but I'm gonna talk a little bit more about Bill Gates because I got fascinated the minute that Bill and Melinda Gates announced their divorce. I felt immediately very suspicious, immediately, just like I did about the insurrection. I was like, oh, Trump put this together. Same thing with Bill Gates. So I found out Melinda investigated divorce as early as 2019. She saw lawyers, talked to them. One of the things was that she didn't like Bill's relationship with Jeffrey Epstein, and more on that is emerging. There's more and more on that emerging. Now, this is insane, but after Epstein's arrest in Florida, Gates encouraged Epstein to rehabilitate his image in the media following his 2008 guilty plea for soliciting a minor for prostitution, and discussed with Epstein becoming involved with the Gates Foundation. One would think Bill Gates was really smart, but a lot of these people that are billionaires, they're not emotionally intelligent. That's a whole other kind of intelligent. There's like not a common sense. There is an entitlement. There is, I can have anything I want at any time. I just pick it and choose it. So I did a little more research about Bill. I'm going to read to you. Microsoft received a concern in the latter half of 2019 that Bill Gates sought to initiate an intimate relationship with a company employee in the year 2000, long time ago. And a Microsoft spokesperson said in an emailed statement, a committee of the board reviewed the concerns, aided by an outside law firm. There was an affair almost 20 years ago, which ended amicably. This was after he was married to Melinda, and there indicates now there's, I don't want to go into big detail, but Gates had a pattern of seeking female employees. Not unusual, and like I said, a billionaire, but he didn't quite have that image, and now things are changing, and we will see. I'm going to talk about the January 6th insurrection for a moment. I looked at the Palmer report on Twitter. He reports I can't remember his first name, Palmer. He reports really good, solid news. And he wrote, Trump met with who was this guy? Miller. He was, I had his title written down, but he was like Secretary of Defense, very high up. He had been appointed by Trump. So Trump met with Miller on January 3rd, and he told Miller to do whatever is necessary to protect his demonstrators on January 6th. When asked why the National Guard did not arrive for hours after the Capitol was seized, Miller testified recently, this past week, they were deliberately restrained that day, and they were restrained by the former guy. Originally, Miller lied about this. Then the Mueller report is going to come out unredacted. We're going to find out so much more. I don't know that you and I are going to see it immediately, but we're going to get reports on it. In terms of the insurrection, I threw the runes a while back, to see, maybe about just 2 weeks ago, to see, will the former guy be held accountable for the insurrection? And my runes said yes. Now I want to read to you what the Palmer report wrote yesterday. He wrote, Trump is going down for this for sure now, but it will still take a great deal of time. Okay, so hear that loud and clear. It will take time. Merrick Garland will not indict until this case is extremely strong and solid, but this testimony makes me, him, Palmer, want Trump arrested immediately, and don't we all? Don't we all? The fact that the case keeps growing just makes it even worse. But he says Trump is going down for sure. My left ear felt that weeks ago. We have to be patient. I'm going to go into my left ear is going to talk for a minute about this very repugnant woman, Marjorie Taylor Greene. And she's not just repugnant. She's mentally unbalanced. She's unhinged. So my left ear is waiting for violence against her that she's going to incite, or an incident that she's going to directly cause. She is dangerous. She's so aggressive. In fact, I have no idea. I didn't throw the runes on it. I think this is entirely possible. But there are rumors circulating that she takes steroids. And Marjorie Taylor Greene might have roid rage. But like I said, I didn't throw runes on it. I think it's really possible when we look at how aggressive she is. But it might be that she's just nuts. Anyway, I think AOC, Congresswoman AOC, needs to obtain a restraining order against her. I don't know if you saw the footage. But MTG went pounding on AOC's door in the Capitol. Open that door, open that door, I pay your salary. And then she actually said through the door, put your diaper on and come on out here. This woman is in trouble, but I'm predicting she's going to be the cause and she might get hurt, if not worse. So there we go. My left ear, the woman who bumped out Liz Cheney, Stefanik. I call her Stinky Stefanik. That's my nickname for her because she is so stinky. She changed her whole ideology about Trump and policies. She was actually quite the moderate. She didn't like Trump. In the beginning, she wouldn't talk about him. And now she's gone all in so she can be powerful. And she elbowed another woman out. And I really don't like when women treat women that way. I was just treated that way. I'll tell you about it later. But here's the prediction. It's not that important, but some old friend of Stinky is going to write a book about her and talk about how she was this way, and then blind ambition and greed caused her to be this way. But a book is coming out. My left ear even thinks the old friend actually even has the deal in place already. So wait and we'll see. My left ear. We think there is going to be a third branch of the government, like of the parties, like a sub GOP, or maybe not a sub, but a caucus that is, led by Liz Cheney. And now that Liz Cheney is speaking out, and she's actually pretty calm, she's not abrasive, which I think is really smart of her. She's just conversational. She's speaking the truth. Really smart. Although, please don't misunderstand, I would never vote for Liz Cheney. She's scary to me in her right-wing ideology. She just happens to be saying the right things at the moment. Just wanted to make that clear. I'm not like voting for Liz Cheney. But now that she started this movement, and she's got a couple of GOP guys with her, more GOP are going to join her and showboat, because it's an opportunity for them to kind of rise up now that Liz has led the charge. She's giving others courage and cover. And right now, my left ear, Liz Cheney is beyond worried. She's not worried. And she's not moaning her losses. This is part of her journey. She's taking it on, not as a victim. She's taking on a higher mission, no matter what the cost. She's not going away, and she might inadvertently help the Democrats in 2022. My left ear, again, they're going to have to expand the Supreme Court. It's clear now. Joe Biden had started like a little committee to look into this, but it's going to have to happen now because abortion rights all of a sudden are up big time. The Supreme Court agreed to consider the legality of a Mississippi abortion law that seeks to ban the procedure after 15 weeks of pregnancy. So this is a case that gives the justices an opportunity to revisit all the precedents protecting abortion rights. It's very dangerous. We have a lot of conservatives on the Supreme Court. Now, the states can still regulate, but they can't ban abortion. The procedure in that initial period of pregnancy, they can't ban it, but they can legislate it. I'm sorry, I missed my own typing. And Mississippi is one of the several Republican-led states that have passed more aggressive restrictions in recent years. I can't believe I got through all of that. When I typed it, it looked like so much, but we're doing good. I'm not going over today, maybe a little bit shorter. I want to, I had something happen maybe 2 months ago with My Left Ear, the YouTube channel, where somebody, I've been lucky, by the way. I haven't gotten too many nasty letters. comments from people. I've gotten some. I think I told you I was called a pig. I've been read the riot act, blah, blah, blah. But about 2 months ago, I got a particularly attacking, nasty letter. It was from a man. He had a male name. And he was MAGA. He was evangelical. And it was really ugly. So I got it and I looked at it and I thought, I'm going to try something. So I hit reply and I wrote him back. Something like, I didn't keep the note, but it said something like this. I said, I got your letter and I read it. And I want you to know, I'm not going to attack you. I have no desire to be nasty. But could we agree that we're both human beings and we need medical care, we need safety, we need our rights. But mostly I said, could we just agree to disagree and not attack each other? Could it be that simple? And I also said, now listen, clearly my site upsets you. And I just want to invite you not to come here anymore and do so very politely. So it was a really nice note. Well, I heard back from him. This is the point. And he was completely disarmed by my letter. And he started out with, well, you know, I don't want you to think I'm a bad person. I really meant blah, blah, blah. So this guy who had attacked my left ear and me came back and he worried that I didn't like him. He worried that I thought poorly of him. And my kindness, my non-reactivity brought out something human in him. So think about that. You might try it as an experiment with someone. Just come out with love and kindness and see what happens. It's not easy though, I know that. All right. I've got this quote and I wrote it down when I heard it, and one of the viewers, maybe subscribers of My Left Ear, and I think her name is Deborah, alluded to this because she watches Glenn Kirshner. So Deborah might get a kick out of seeing what I transposed off of Glenn Kirshner's feed. But he said this, we'll know soon enough. Justice is coming in the near future. The Justice Department is at work. The snowball is beginning to gain speed. Ergo, the title of this video, The Snowball. You know, I come on here and I really don't want to be a downer, but I do want you to know, realistically, I get very affected. I get very worried. I get very upset. But it's not my job to come on and, vent to you. So I save that for my friends. I save it for my journal. And I try to extract what I think is interesting here, what is valuable. I extract what My Left Ear is telling me, and I share it with you. That's all I wanted to say. And in the end, make peace, make memories. And by the way, last time I did a video, I said there's gonna be a big surprise or announcement. I thought it was last week, but it's so close. Also, something I didn't write down in here, the Greenberg guy from Florida, who was the tax collector, who had 33 charges against him. Well, he talked and he shared a lot. So the 33 charges went down to 6. And he's going to court today. This looks awful for Matt Gaetz. They wouldn't have reduced it from 33 to 6 if they didn't get some incredibly valuable information, and probably not just on Matt Gaetz. So whatever Matt Gaetz is, blowing off steam, doing what he does, trying to do stand-up, it's just cover. What I want to know, has Ginger Lucky broken off the engagement yet? And I got to tell you, I feel Ginger Lucky's, her parents, I feel her parents, they're having conniption fits. Okay, enough of that. Make peace, make memories, subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.